Okay, I'm Ashima. I'm from Bangalore, India. I came here for various reasons. One of the reasons is because of my sister. She came here a while ago and this course helped her tremendously. The reason I chose Govardhan School of Yoga is because it's just such a holistic experience. You get like the environmental aspect, and with your busy lifestyle back at home, you don't get that. You don't get to see, like I get to see cows on the street, but I don't get to see such happy cows who are treated so well. I get to see so much more here than I would at home, and the entire experience has been phenomenal. So one of the major things that I've experienced here is before coming here, I had a lot of anxiety. I couldn't speak in front of people at all, and I would get very, very nervous. I mean, I still do towards the end of this course, very slightly though. I was able to give my lessons without feeling like I needed to look at my sheet every 5 minutes. I felt like this is something a lot of people go through. Like in their daily lives, they suffer from a lot of anxiety because of the kind of lifestyles that we live. And I would really like to help people back home or wherever else I go in the world tackle their anxiety, because I'm not someone who's a psychologist or anything of that sort. I've had a degree in finance, and my best way to help people is through yoga and what it has to offer, and the people who are depressed or anxious or have any sort of mental, I wouldn't say illness, but it is something that's in their minds, and I feel like a lot of that has changed for me, and I would like that to change for a lot of other people as well, and I feel like I might be able to help them with that. The asana practice that we had here was quite intense. I never really expected it to be as intense as it was, but it was phenomenal. I loved the experience of just being immersed in all of these different asanas all of a sudden, and sort of experiencing the ability to experience like what my body and mind can do. The technique classes actually really helped because a lot of it I didn't know why it helps. All I've been taught, yoga is a form of exercise, and I didn't realize how great yoga was for the mind and how much controlling your mind through these asanas actually works for you. The micro lessons actually, because as I mentioned, I'm a very anxious person, so if I was directly plunged into teaching a 1-hour class, I would have probably not been able to do it. But micro lessons really like break down what you're supposed to do, and how you schedule in an entire 1-hour asana class, asana and pranayama class. And I think it was done so well that by the end of it, I at least had some confidence saying, okay, I've done this before, I can do this again. And it just taught me so much more because it made so much more sense. The people around me have been amazing. They've been the best people that I've seen. Each of us has our own flaws, and I got to learn so much from that. I got to be so much more accepting because of that, and learn how to not judge people, learn how to just accept the way they are. And each of them brings a certain quality, like some of them bring confidence, some of them bring, they really help, they're very empathetic. And I think I've imbibed all of these qualities in like small amounts, but it's really helped me develop as a person to say now I can like look at something and not judge and be okay with just letting it be as is. In the city it was very different. I would feel like I constantly judged everything and everyone, and maybe not actively but passively that's what was going on in my mind. But here it's just so much more different. You accept everyone for the way they are, and they accept you for the way you are, and they sort of understand you, and they're okay. And I constantly felt the need to hide who I was, and I don't feel the need here. I feel like I can just be who I am, and I'm going to take a lot of that back with me. I would highly recommend Govardhan School of Yoga, not just because I've seen a difference in me. You realize like a lot of these emotions come out throughout these 28 days that you would never expect. And they're all for the better. You will have bouts where you feel like crying. You will have bouts where you feel so anxious, you feel like I need to go back home. But in the end, I think all of that helps you get over these emotions and say that you are bigger than just your emotions, and your personality is more than just who you are in that moment of weakness or of sadness or whatever it is. So yeah, that's it.